And we're back. Take a seat and get ready. My hands are behind my back because that's how this video is making me feel already. Love is going to be the topic. This should be the most relatable video you've ever watched. Love, guys. So many definitions, so many perspectives, and so many emotions. Love is so blind. Love almost makes you feel things you've never felt in your whole life. It is the most wanted thing in this whole entire planet. There is not one soul on this earth that does not care for love. No matter what. Love makes you do things that you probably could never imagine yourself doing. It almost just keeps you dazed. You can get lost in love. You could fall out of love. There is no way that when you have love in your life, there is no change. When you come into loving something, you are not who you were when you fall out. The biggest change in life happens from love. Personally, there's no way you can't learn anything from love. It's the biggest teacher on earth. Love in relationships can hurt so bad. So bad. For months, years, decades, as long as you're on the planet, that love can hurt. It only takes a memory to feel the pain. And as humans, we're blessed with memories. To me, in perspective, it's a blessing and a curse. But love, in your perspective, is what you want it to be. Love is blind. Let me elaborate. Picture a 17-year-old kid falling for a girl in their homeroom for the first time ever in life. Girl or boy. And they feel this overwhelming sensation when they look at them or when they speak to them. And they pounce on it. That emotion drives you. It makes you wonder how far that feeling can go. There's no perspective on love when you have no experience. Another thing that is not being taught. Sure, people will say, don't get your heart broken, don't do this, don't do that. But listen, you don't know it until you feel it and experience it. Love can kill someone, but it also creates life. It's the deepest perspective. It's blind. When that high school kid gets their heart broken, you think they know it's wrong? You think they can explain it? Can you? They just feel broken. Mentally. Physically. Because love, guys, is the most powerful drug out there. and everyone is looking for it, but it is so hard to find. Love makes you sacrifice your own happiness to provide happiness for someone else in some situations. With love comes sacrifice, almost always. And in that perspective, I don't think it should be that way. I don't feel it should be that way. If there's commitment on both sides of love, why is there sacrifice? What's your perspective on that? Love can save someone's life and give them a whole new one. No matter what situation. So why is there sacrifice when love can give someone everything? When there's love, you have to hope for the best. If it's in a relationship, you hope that there's no end. Because thinking about the end of love is the worst thing you can put in somebody's mind. Because when it ends, there is no other feeling and emotion that happens besides hurt. I am not saying that you can't get over it. You do. With the sacrifice of time. So no matter how you look at it, something is sacrificed. Whether it's recovering or just doing something for somebody, there is sacrifice. And guys, when I tell you to give time, this is where it comes in. A broken heart and a broken soul needs time. I can look back on past relationships that got my heart broken into pieces on bad terms. And now, I say I used to feel that way. And that's just proof. I'm sure you can relate. But then when you do think about those times, the happiness of that love is always remembered. Very vivid, almost too realistic. But then all of a sudden, it's all wiped away because of those scars that were left. I'm not saying don't love at all, because love is the best thing on earth, in my perspective. It creates everything and almost holds everything up. When life is going completely backwards, love makes you turn around and realize what you have. So Valentine's Day. It was yesterday. And I just couldn't bring myself to think about all the people that didn't have love. Me personally, I'm very selfless. I love helping people and seeing what I could do for anybody. Always putting them first. So before I thought about the love I had, I woke up and I was like, what about the people that don't have any love? Sure, they have friends. Sure, they have other souls they can celebrate the day with. Loved ones, families. Sure. But somewhere in that person, They need something else. And if I can make this video so they can have it and just maybe connect and just tell them that it's okay and that there's a soul for everybody on this earth. You just have to find them, then let it be it. But in the end, you have to do what you want with this. It's your perspective. I give you mine every time. I give you multiple. But I can't do it for you. I can give you whatever I have inside, but I can't do the actions for you. And then after I put those thoughts of everyone else to the side, I realize what I have now. And I think it's true love. True love meaning there's no sacrifice to the extent of hindering one's life. There's just endless support. I've been looking for as long as I can remember for this type of love. I thought I had it a few times, but something in my gut just told me it wasn't right. And it wasn't. Because everything that I've been through in the past with relationships made me find who I have now. And guys, I've been through a very rough patch with love. I am so selfless. But everyone else in my past was selfish. And it didn't make me realize that overnight. I didn't realize that until now. If you guys want more perspective on love, you have to tell me. I will elaborate. I will. But for now, this is all I got. My mouth is dry again. And I thank you for listening to my perspective. I just need you to promise that you'll give me yours. I'll see you guys in the next one.